In Ghana, we call it cocoa. In some parts of Ghana, they also call it kokobo. They call it kokobo because of how it looks. Okay, there's an animal that is called kokobo. So, because of the nature of that animal, how it used to feed on other animal, it has to use the anus. It will open the anus, and the anus looks like pawpaw or some other attractive food. So when other animals or fowl sees it, they feel it is food. So they will intend to use their mouth or their beak to eat the food. That is, feel it is food. Then the animal, the kokobo, will now close the anus on the head of the fellow animal. Do you understand? That's how come they call it kokobo. Maybe I may not get it correct, but this is the few knowledge I have about it. Right. Hemorrhoid is one of the biggest problem guys are going through. Both male and female are experiencing this problem. This problem is now common among guys simply because of the food we eat. We as an Africans, we feed on herbs. But when we travel outside Africa, we end up eating food that we are not meant for. Do you get it? You end up eating soup that they use sugar to prepare soup for you to eat. Meanwhile, as an African, a black man like me, we don't eat those things. Aside this, the meat that we eat also become a factor that leads to these hemorrhoid problems. Too much sugar also leads to this. And most of the chemicals, fruits, or food we eat also becomes a factor. So just a simple tips or a simple remedy for you. If you are fond of eating too much sugar, too much fresh meat, and all of those things, please reduce it. It's not going to help you. All right, let's move straight. When one is having hemorrhoid, as a man, you should understand that you can never perform good in bed. The hemorrhoid I'm talking about, that is how it looks like in a picture. Before we continue this video, if today happens to be the very first time you're watching this video, please function, sexual weakness. In fact, you can't do anything. You can't be a good man anymore. Your libido becomes very low. You may see your wife, but it seems like your fellow man. And that of a woman who also has hemorrhoid, you'll be having waist pain and also low libido. I always say that hemorrhoid has, 4 stages. The first stage is whenever you are there, immediately you start to be experiencing burning sensations in your anus anytime you go to toilets. Sharp pains, as if there is fire in your anus. When you go to toilet, you see few bloods coming out. You should know that hemorrhoid is at work. Hemorrhoid starts being internal, and when it starts like that, it grows. So from internal, it becomes external. So the first stage is the burning sensations, sharp pains, waist pains, and also you see blood in your stool. That should tell you that you have a first stage of hemorrhoid, and which is internal. Be fast and get rich test and then the G powder. Second stage, you will also experience that of the first stage. All the symptoms you see in the first stage is also in the second stage. But this time, what happened next, the new thing that is added now is that you mostly feel, anytime you go to the toilet, you see that there's something like rashes or a veins is popping out. Mostly it happens whenever you go to the toilet, it comes out. After the toilet, it goes back with the burning sensations. It should tell you that you have the second stage. Third stage, when the veins pop out like that, it becomes temporarily or manually. It becomes manual simply because you will have to push it. So there are people that whenever they go to toilet, they have to push it back. If this is your problem, know that you're on the second stage. You can go to toilet, all you could see is blood. A lot of blood. You see nothing like blood. People becomes, pains become part of you. Experience the most pains. Then that should tell you that you're on the third stage. And with this, you are in hell. The last stage, that is the fourth stage. You know the veins that you always push whenever you go to the toilet, this time around, it becomes permanent. And it is part of your skin now. You push it, it doesn't go. People go to toilet and from toilet, they have to lie down, face down, to relieve pain because they're in pain. People lose their weight because of hemorrhoid. Coco. In fact, hemorrhoid is a killer. If this is your problem, if you found yourself in any of these 4 stages of hemorrhoid, my brother, my sister, get at least 6 bottles of this tonic. This is called Risco Bitters. And then the gin powder. For the gin powder, you can get as many as you can. But for a complete or a full treatment, one has to use not less than 6 bottles of this tonic. Now, let me give you some secrets. When it comes to hemorrhoid, people will ask, do I have to get something to be applying on it in the anus? It's not compulsory you should get something. Even though I have an ointment, it's not compulsory. The hemorrhoid started in the system. So whenever you have hemorrhoid and you are buying creams, ointment, oil, a powder, applying it on it, you realize that it disappears in no time. But a few days to come, it appears back again, because you should understand that the problem is in the blood. The problem is in the system. And for that reason, you need to take in something to cleanse the system. That is how come whenever you start taking my product, it will peg you and you'll be having a running stomach. When you're having a running stomach, whenever you go to toilet, look at the toilet, you see things. You see things. So once you are taking the medicine, this ones, periodically, consistency, the veins that appears in the anus will be shrinking drastically. Before you realize, it's just one day you get up and you see the vein is no more there. I have a lot of testimonies. A lot of guys who have used this product came up with good testimony. Remember, consistency using my product gives you 100% result. My name is King Richie. You can call me your favorite doctor, Richie, from Rich Away Herbal Tips.